A good day to you. This is Owen McCafferty speaking on behalf of the Kindness of Professional Fusion. Our topic today is the French had it right. I remember back in my freshman year at St. Ignatius High School in Cleveland, Ohio, and I was taking basic French. And one of the topic areas was trying to learn grammar and understanding that culture has a bearing in language as much as the specific vocabulary or grammar. And I really didn't understand too much at the time. Of course, you're just trying to do everything you can to get the best possible grade to matriculate and then be admitted into a university of your choice. But as you age, you have the capacity to contemplate. And I was just thinking the other day, gee whiz, the French had it right. Do you ever remember when the French were talking about playing at something? It's jouer à, they play at it. A profession is never fully accomplished, it's something in becoming. And that's what the French were realizing, that when you play a sport, you play at it, you don't play it. That assumes a finality, that assumes a competency. You're never really competent. And the same thing holds true in a profession. It's a constant learning activity. Now, a profession is more than just those that are in the profession boarded and licensed. It's also the support staff that provides the wonderful basis upon which the professional can function and operate. Everyone is in a state of becoming. And in a profession, you really do have to remember that you are constantly becoming part of that profession. That means working long hours. If you work a classic 45 to 55 hour work week, as you would in most normal professions, you'll learn an awful lot more. If, on the other hand, quality of life becomes your basis and your function, and gee whiz, you're going to be working that heartbreaking 25 to 32 hour work week, you're not going to learn as much. And it's going to take you longer because you don't have as much experience. In a profession, especially with the professionals, those that are boarded and licensed, you have to work longer hours because you are committed. You're committed to the benefit of other. You are selfless instead of selfish. You're committed to your patients, or in the case of veterinary medicine, you're committed to your patients and your clients. Therefore, the selfless nature of working longer hours provides you with the opportunity of making more mistakes. Now, no one among us is perfect, but every time you make a mistake, you learn. Hopefully you realize the mistake that you've made and you can recover from it and do no harm to your patient. But one of the major advantages of working long hours is that you become really good at what you do. I can go back to the 70s when I was first gifted enough to be involved in being in a profession. And I remember those that I served in veterinary medicine and dentistry at the time. And they would work long hours. And boy, were they good. They were phenomenal surgeons. They were excellent diagnosticians. They could do things over a period of time that truly did amaze me. And I asked one of the doctors, a good friend at one time, how did you get to be so good? He looked at me and laughed. And he said, it just takes a lot of time, a lot of effort, and most of all, great commitment to your profession. And that really did stick with me. The words profession implied by their very nature, commitment. And how do you become knowledgeable? Well, you take continuing education courses, there's no question about that. But what do you do to really get good at what you're doing? You work long, committed hours. I grant you, There are individuals that suffer. Your family suffers. Your family has to be as committed to your profession as you are. Often those long hours are not predictable. Sometimes you won't make the Little League game, or you won't see your precious daughter plier and jeter and pas de deux at the local recital. But what you will do is that you will fill the needs of your profession and the commitments that you have. And one of the wonderful byproducts of this commitment is that you really, really get good. So that's unfortunate that younger individuals don't have the same opportunities as experienced individuals because they really just haven't made the same mistakes. They haven't committed the same time because how could they? They haven't been in practice for 20, 25, 30, or in my instance, getting close to 50 years. You just have to be committed, and you have to learn that being in a profession with a body of knowledge and a code of ethics, it requires that you are involved in what you do, and every hour that you do work, you get that much better. Thank you very much. This is Owen McCafferty. Again, till we see each other in the future, as the French would say, à bientôt.